Okay, now to remember what in the heck I was doing. Because I don't remember what in the heck I was doing. But I was gonna jam out to this. Well, I guess I should say the stream is... I'm late for being early because of Echoes of Wisdom. The new Legend of Zelda game is great. Kind of addictive. So much stuff to explore, and then everywhere you explore, you get more stuff to use to explore more. It's got a good game loop. Okay. So, the thing is, this ramp spline here is kind of special, though, bro. So, what do you know? Gonna have to change some numbers somewhere, I think. Yeah, okay, and it should be a little too quiet, which is where I want it for doing this. Okay, wait, so let's get rid of the example one. There we go. Nice clean planet to then mess with actually getting these things to generate. How about one of them? Because there's a few different problems I gotta solve here. Okay, so while listening to the most obnoxious music, because that is how we do. You embrace it, become one with the obnoxious. Well, and it's funny because this one's like half an hour long or something too. For some reason, this fun, kind of goofy song here is. Got used to the Dream Tech then? I'm getting used to the Dream Tech. Yeah, I figured out how to do this example one, and then I haven't messed with much since. I'm getting back into doing stuff after a week of vacation, and then it's like, oh, Echoes of Wisdom is really fun. Oops. Let's actually do something. Okay, so, speaking of, I want to have it spawn some kind of spline. So yeah, we're gonna do this very slowly, just very slow, step by step here. Okay, because it is all within this thing here. This was just the model. Well, and this is also changing the size of this. Okay, let's do one of these. Because it should also parent it. Yeah, okay. It seems to be doing that at least. Okay, so there should be another ramp spline generating under the planet. It does nothing. And that was what I was afraid of, is something like this. Is that just kind of generating a thing might still have issues. Okay, and that was this new thing, not what I was doing earlier, correct? Yes, okay. So that's... I knew this was going to be a baby steps kind of thing. This whole getting this loaded up has been a baby steps kind of thing, but I think once it gets out there and done... well, it's one of those, I think the initial ramp up is going to take a while. Okay, the normals on the mesh must be enabled in the import settings? What? But it let me modify, like, huh? Odd. Okay, so the read write? Sure. And now, are you good? Was it as simple as just flipping a switch? Yeah? Okay, I'll take it. So now, wait, that's the prefab is looking all wonky, right? No, that's the model. No, 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 no. Okay, here, this. I don't think I need any points under here to start with. So just there, okay. Because I want to do it all programmatically and procedurally. And this is my example one. I'm gonna label this as example so that I don't immediately delete it out of habit. By saying, oh, this is an extra one that I don't need. This is an example one that I do want. Okay, so now the question is, how do I... Why was I adding a spline computer add trigger? Okay, well, it's at least making it. Okay, let's just do a git component and then maybe that's why I was doing add trigger. Add trigger seems like the wrong terminology. It feels like I should be doing add something else. So not trigger. A custom node? I know there's an add node, but nodes are different, as in they're like a group of things or something based on the one video I watched. Which I should probably watch a few more videos, not just a single one, but... Oh, we'll get there when we get there. Subscriber count. Like, it's YouTube. No, no. That's the events that are subscribed. Set points. There we go. That's looking promising. I might need a get point at some point as well, but... Okay, so the set points seems to be the one that I want, most likely. Set point position, color, and normal. That's kind of important too. Is that part of the setting points? So what is set points? Just a spline point and set space. Probably world? Is that world though? This is one of those like, just tell me if the music is obnoxious and then I can turn it up. Okay. So then that means I need a set of spline points. Let's do a little bit of this. Because that looks, it's not optional, right? No. So then can I just do spline computer.space.world? Or is, no, that is saying that's optional. That's what the brackets are, right? Okay, really, if I just dump a set of spline points into this, can I do a list of spline points? Because that's a little easier to use than trying to do an array. Sure. I like the way you think there, computer, at least for now. We shall see. Because most of the time, the trying to help me does not actually help. Ah, I can cheat it. Okay. So now it's about setting the points. So sure. and then add to the points. You get what I'm putting down there. It's been a while since I've done a programming stream. I was very tempted to just turn on like a Echoes of Wisdom stream and be like, well, we're playing Legend of Zelda now because this is too fun. Okay. I'm like, no, this is the reason I do the streams is to actually get something done. And then I throw in a Friday, like, just have fun stream. Except the problem is if I only do 1 or 2 streams, then... which is kind of why I threw in the Wednesday stream, was because I'm like, well, if I do a Monday stream and a Friday stream, that means half of my streams are goofing off. And the rest of the time in between, that is more than likely going to be goofing off, so... just num points, I guess. I don't know how many points I want on this. It's the dude. It is the dude. I am back. You can't stop me. Why are you complaining about I? Oh, because I already have an I. Derp 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 derp. I don't think I can give you a billion in allowance. I can certainly give you an allowance, and I can certainly give you way too much money. Well, and I think it's also because I know it just goes into gambling, and the gambling just, the numbers used on gambling with fake internet points really don't matter all that much. Okay, wait, so 10 billion being, let's just see if I can do 10 billion. Wait, which one's millions? Which one's billion? Is it 10 million? Or, okay, let's just see if that... There. Like, that's 10 billion? I didn't throw the commas in there. I didn't calculate it, but... Like I said, I realized all the money's just gonna be going, straight into gambling, so... Okay. Hopefully that's 10 billion? Close to 10 billion? It's like I was getting 10 trillion billion mixed up. And million. Well, that might have only been 1 billion? Yeah, I was gonna say it's only 1 billion, isn't it? I missed a 0. I suppose I could add a 0. Okay, but if 1 billion is close enough to 10 billion, then, which those are two vastly different numbers, is the funny thing. It's just like, once you get up over a certain number, that's when it becomes hard to comprehend. Okay, so, number of points, I need to add that as a thing, as a thing, as a thing. And then it all immediately goes into the slot machine. Okay, I know the roulette pops up like fairly central, and I'm like, I don't know if I necessarily want it to be that obvious. I do think I need to add some actual like Twitch overlay stuff. I'm starting to add enough stuff to the stream that I'm like, I should probably think about overlay stuff. Oh, it's not even taking it, is it? Too much. Okay, so now this should just add only 5,000. It probably like it has a cap, it looks like. Okay, I'm trying to focus. Okay, let's mess with spline points. What do I need? What can I add? What do spline point to do? So this is source, the vector, it's the point and the something. Oh, position tangent, normal, float S. And this it. Okay, huh? Tangent and a tangent 2 and a normal and a color and a human pose. Maybe just the position in the tangent? Well, it's because I need the normal though, right? Also, I don't know what float S is, but I guess I'll just have to like throw something at the wall and see if it sticks. Okay, so the position is going to be most likely just a random point on the planet radius. Well, at least the first initial point is going to be a random point on the planet radius. Well, okay, let's just do 1 point on the planet radius. That's it. So, there's a sphere or a circle, right? Yes, on unit sphere. There we go. And then multiply it by the planet radius. Okay, so that is the starting point at least, and then we're going to add other stuff. Because I think I do want the tangent normal. Okay, let's just start with this, just to see what happens. Okay, so what is the tangent then? I want it to be pointing away from the planet, right? Is that? Just gonna lurk for a while because school makes sense. You're just gonna take that billion and dip. Well, have fun with school. Good luck. Okay. Let's just do this again. And by that I mean let's just do say separate thing. I hit the bottom of a half an hour obnoxious. Well, let's pull up another half an hour obnoxious. Let's start it from the beginning actually. No, that just refreshed. There's a button for starting it from the beginning. I should know this. I spend so much time on YouTube. Okay. Well, this is a... Well, and then it's a, like, ask me, what did I watch on YouTube? And the answer's like, like, I watched a bunch of VTuber clips again. Watched some Library of Laterno. Which even that is getting closer to, like, podcast stuff. Like, that's second monitor stuff for sure. I did actually listen to podcasts today. I was trying to get back into podcasts again. Because that's a little less distracting. Okay. This. I was putting this in there. Well, that's funny, because even after I watch a bunch of YouTube, then I go and watch Nebula, which is like, that's just the same thing with less steps. It's like that you just can't comment on anything. It's like, well, that's more ideal. It's a vector to multiply by a thing. Why was this letting me put this in there? Put a new vector 3. Okay, well, then it's this. There. Dadgummit. This is why I always get confused with vectors, where it's like, yeah, you can multiply by a scalar, right? And then it always complains, like, no, you can't multiply vectors. I'm like, well, that's not what I was trying to do. I thought I was multiplying by a scalar, but... Okay, so you're asking me for all of the points in this thing. It's because I'm passing in a new vector. No, wait, what? Why am I doing new vector? I literally just need to do that. I knew this was gonna be slow. My brain always, it's always slow, and then I slowly get into actually remembering how to do anything. Why can't you combine a hiker and a mosquito? I mean, I've gone hiking enough, I can tell you that's false, but that is got the feelings of a joke that I can't put together. Because you can't multiply a vector and a scalar. Okay, wait, scalar being hiker and then vector being mosquito. I think that's the one that I'm not putting together. But like I said, it's it always starts slow. My brain is full of fuzz. And it gets less fuzzy up until about like an hour or two into the stream, and then the fuzz sets in when it hits 8 o'clock. Okay. I think this is the other reason why I do streaming at this time, is because it's like the diurnal thing or whatnot. It's like when the sun is coming up and when the sun is setting. That's when I'm the most awake. Okay, so that should be something. Okay, so this is really just another one of those, make sure it does not explode. Okay, so does this have a point in it is the other question. So it did not explode. It will explode. I like the fun bouncy of the other song better, but which I could go back to. Or I could do that other, if I'm doing obnoxious VTuber nonsense. Where's the other, is it this one? I mean, it kinda. It was like a 10-minute version. I was gonna say, but this was... This sounds like they added extra stuff to it. This is extra stuff added to it. I wanted just the regular one. Yeah, now that I'm actually trying to look it up, I'm not gonna be able to find it. No, I was like, it was this, but just the obnoxious 10-minute version, not the remix. I'll just go back to this. Hello, hello. A little distracted messing with music there. Okay. Oh. Where was the list of points, was the question. Because there is some kind of list of points, right? No control points available. Okay, wait, so... let's zoom out then. There we go, and then I can do that. Oh, that's cool that it does it while it's spinning. Okay, so... nodes. Adding a node to a point was something different. Okay, so wait. Where is the list? There should be a list of nodes. Why orange theme? As in, why the orange color of, I'm like, if you're talking the branding, I like orange. That's really all it is. I just like orange as a color. Because I doubt you're referencing the music. Branding is cool, as of the branding that I have is cool. Not that I put too much thought into it beyond I like gnomes, I like orange. Checkerboard is easy to make as a background. It was kind of the extent. I like having a brand color too with the orange, because I know that's what they did with Patreon and they did with Kickstarter, is they just scraped out the color. Where they're like, Patreon's gonna be this blob that looks like a pea. It's like, you went too far. Kickstarter's like, it's black and white now. They're both like a single letter with black and white, and it's like X. It's just black and white with the letter X. It's like, I think having a color is nice to associate with a brand. Not just black and white with a letter. Maybe that's me. It seems like a lot of brands have gone into the, like, let's just do black and white. But I'm slow. I tend to take a while to catch up on anything anyway, so. Okay, that didn't explode, but it didn't seem to be adding a spline point. I didn't see anywhere else that was like add. Yeah, nothing else was seeming like let's do add points. This is probably where I should just go to YouTube and watch the YouTube videos, but I was kind of hoping I could mess with this a little bit and see if I could just figure out. Well, that's the other thing about the orange too, is that there's not a lot, at least doesn't seem to be a lot in the VTuber space that I've seen that does orange much. Yeah, it's funny because that's what drew me to Snuffy originally, was the black and orange kind of branding. And then it was like, oh, I don't actually like orange. It's all blue now. Like, I'm glad she's happy, but I miss the orange, man. I think Gigi from HoloLive has a bit more orange branding. It's just like there's not a lot of green in VTuber stuff either. And I think the some of the favorite VTubers are Fauna and Cece from HoloLive that are green. Let's all get points, get node. Okay, node was different than the point though. Points is what I wanted to add, right? Node was something different. Pretty sure it said node was something different. Yeah, point count. It doesn't have like a node count necessarily, does it? Yeah, it doesn't have node count, so it's like point count. Meaning add points is what I want to do. Well, I'm saying it like favorite VTuber, but I rarely actually watch a stream. I guess middle of the day at work, I started getting into watching some streams, but even those are like small dev streams and stuff. Not a lot of. I don't actually watch like big VTubers. I just watch clips. Just lots of VTuber clips. Or like lots of. It's like, oh, let's put on this hour-long Vettel and Neuro recap. Travel. It's gotta be add point, right? Nothing else is calling out to me. Nothing else is looking like it makes much sense. It didn't seem to be doing much to Okay, I am only adding 1 point. So I could possibly add more points. Okay, let's try that again. Except with do like 5 points. Oh, I have no points in the points. That's why. I had the one ramp with no points in it. That might have affected things. I'm trying to add points. Okay, so now do you have a point? And I don't recall where to see that. Should be popping up as a white circle here, correct? Okay, so now let's do the thing that I was thinking of doing, which is just slap a 5 in here. So So it should be 5 points all at the same point, if it's doing what I wanted to do, which I don't think it's doing what I want it to do. It's at least making this ramp spline, and it's not exploding. But doesn't seem to be actually making a set of points here. So if I look back at this other example one that I made, which has a series of squeeps me. Yeah, there we go. That has a series of points. Point value interpolation. Where do I see the listed points, you goof? Okay, spline mesh is the one that I added. That's just the thing that is stretching out. But then this should be the list of points here. Okay, there we go. 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 4, 5. Okay. So that tells me, so it's in a drop down. I would have expected it to be a little easier to find, but I also know that making stuff can get pretty confusing pretty fast. Okay, so there's 5 points. So it does have 5 points in it. Okay, wait. This. I see it shimmering. There we go. Okay. I was trying to avoid that. I wanted them all to be in the same spot, but this at least tells me that yes, there is a ramp that is getting stretched between all of these points. It's just incredibly thin. Yeah, that's thin. Okay, and also what it really needs to be is all of these right next to each other. Oh, no, it is generating a new spawn point. There. Okay, so now, let's pull this out of there instead. And say, we're not gonna do that. So now, I want them all in the same spot. Okay, but that's encouraging, that it's already showing the ramp even if it's probably rotated the wrong way. And obviously scaled the wrong way. And that it's on me to make it so that it doesn't extend through the middle of the planet. You are picking a very random set of points again. It's in the loop for the ramps. It should just be on the one ramp though. You pick the one spawn point and then put that spawn point for all the points. Okay, let's pull it out of the other for loop. I don't think that's gonna have any effect on it, but I'm like theoretically you should just be the same point, right? That's why I was saving it off as its own variable. There we go. A single point. And then I wanted to pull everything away from that point just a little bit with each successive thingamabob. Well, can I just do 2? Well, it's kind of, well, I think I do kind of want to do the... Well, you can chop up the spline however you want too, I think. Okay, maybe it's fine like this. You know what? We're gonna... Well, no, that was the thing, is that it all needs to be on the outside of the planet. Yeah, because it was doing a lot of ramps that go through the center of the planet. Because all of these spawn points need to be on the outside of the, near each other on the outside of the planet to get the right curve going. Okay. So if I do just a little bit, just scooch it just a smidge. Okay, between 0 and 0.1. Shoot. Oh, and this is the one that I'm like, I don't actually know what that does. We'll slowly figure that out. But, so while because I'm still figuring out the positioning. Once I figure out the positioning, then I can figure out the transforms and rotation stuff. And then obviously I need to figure out the scale. And that'll be easier, or the rotation will be easier to figure out once I figure out the scale. Okay. Shoot. Okay, how do I make it a new... Shoot. I'm like, okay, so how do I make it a random point on the planet, and then do another random point on the planet that is right next to the first one? Because this will give me a nice little, like, thing that will it'll either go into the planet or outside of the planet. Which is not what I want. There's a way to clamp it, right? Using like a normal or something, I could clamp it to the planet, essentially. Okay, well, let's just see what this does. Let's just let it do a little... Okay, so hopefully this should give me 5 different points that are slightly... in a random selection, slightly... just a little... It should give me a cluster of points, is really what I'm trying to say here. Why can't I look at it, you goof? Why you no zoom in on it? You show it to me, and then you don't zoom it. Also, why are you lagging to all hell? Like nothing's moving, you just have an initial draw. I would assume it would just be like some initial creating the scene. It doesn't need to explode the scene after the fact. Okay, that is at the origin, and then it just doesn't want to show anything. Okay, wait, can I look at this? This seems to have done something, right? There we go. Okay, I'm like, I wanted to see. Yeah, there we go. It's a small cluster of points. Okay, cool. So now, how do I do a small cluster of points that are still on the planet? Is the question. Well, it's like, so do I make the... Okay, it's either I make the point... Well, either I do this and I clamp it to the planet, or... wait, no, that's a simple vector thing, right? Wait, so could I just do normalize it and then multiply it by... Okay, so this is going to be the spawn position. Didn't I already have spawn point? Yeah, okay, I did have spawn point. Okay, spline point. It's already called spline point. Okay, wait, what did this said two things. Position. Okay, point position for maximum confusion. Okay, so this is vector 3 point position is going to be equal to this. And then normalize it. This is a vector 3, right? No, it's not. New vector 3. I wanted the new vector 3 there. First, I think you're a tad delusional this time. I guess everything's the first time. Time is always moving forward. So, I suppose it is the first time that, I'm schizophrenic. I guess it's if first always starts, if midnight is always where you're at, then... I mean, it's certainly the first time you've typed first for this stream, so... Okay, so then this is the... So that's the new point. So then if I do it, normalize it, normalized, and then multiply it by the planet radius. So that should snap it to the planet edge. Kind of, sort of, maybe. I think this ramp is going to immediately fold in on itself, but as long as they're clustered around the edge of the planet, then... The first Red Ox who commented too. Yes, and you are the first to say first. Lots of firsts. I made the incorrect assumption that the first was about the first person to type in chat, but I have been proven wrong, clearly. Okay. So now, is this going to give me a cluster of points on the planet? Is the question. Because the last one gave me a cluster of points. Is this a cluster of points on the planet? I can't... It doesn't show me nothing. Why is it changing the prefab too? It's like it should just be changing the clone, right? Not the prefab. Can only be first. You're just gonna call it. You're the only one in the race. Nobody else is even competing. The only winning move is not to play. I think I've only seen war games like once, but that quote is oh yeah, you did miss it. I dumped $1 billion on somebody. They asked for 10 billion and I missed a 0. Okay, so let's do a bigger number here. So let's just do, we're gonna call this offset then. Maybe this is the point position offset, so that I can be a little clearer in my maximum confusion. Point position offset. Okay, wait, and you were the first to have first as their first message in chat. This stream, everything is screaming first about you. Most certainly. Who called you retro? I was like, I said Red Ox earlier, but I don't think my diction is super clear. Okay, point position offset. So now if we throw this into here, so I'm not doing this terrible like stuff. Oh, retro 2 billion. I really should pick up some of the actual names here. That's just because a lot of them are long too, which is another reason why I shortened my name as well. Because it's just harder to remember a longer name there. Okay. Well, that's neat that you can see the chat that you weren't there for either. Because I was always curious about that. Because like when it refreshes the chat, it sure looks like the earlier chat messages disappear. But okay. So now I need to... They usually get 10 billion. Well, and did they... Yeah, okay, that's why. They said 10 billion and spelled it. It's like if they actually put all the numbers, I probably would have. Actually just copy-pasted that. You can see the last 20 messages. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, it'd be hard for them to pull up like an entire chat log, especially on a chat that's zooming, but... Okay, now I gotta remember that I need to update this point position offset to be... Okay, I wanted this to be a wee bit bigger so that I can actually see if the points are separating and on the outside of the planet. Yeah, I think ideally I want them to kind of go in a direction. But if they're just kind of clustered on the planet, that is fine for now too. Wanted to zoom in on it and they just kind of flew away. Okay, it's clearly there. And then can I look at the points? Why are you not getting a 10 billion? Suppose we can cap you out currency-wise. Let's see, I had a currency ad. Can I just copy that? The lazy is strong with this one. Well, I think I got even more lax because I'm like, it's just, it all goes into gambling anyway. Oh, I guess that's only 1 billion. Let's see, we'll do what you had exactly. Yeah, okay, there, you actually had the 10 billion and not the missed 0. Ah! I hit the cap then. That's what that's looking like. So I can give out. So I think 1 billion is the cap. Because I did 1 billion and that worked. But 10 billion does not seem to have worked. So it doesn't look like I can give you 10 billion. As you were asking for. Okay, so where's this point? That's negative 17. This is negative 17, and this is a little scooch. That's a little scooch. That's a little scooch. That's a little scooch. Okay, so they're not all at the same point, but I wanted them to be a little further away. Yeah, I think it's a 1 away from 10 billion. So you can ask for almost 10 billion, but you cannot ask for 10 billion. Okay. now, if I blow this number up, is there going to be a difference? I'm like, I want it to be separated. Gotta keep them separated. Aha! They do look like they're separated a little more. And are they on the outside of the planet is the question. It looks like it's fitting the curve of the planet. Yeah, I knew it was most likely going to give me some weird spiral, but... Okay, so... let's bump up the numbers a bunch. So, do like 10 ramps. That all have 10 points. Let's see how long this takes to load and if it explodes, or... do that one. I suppose if you did miss out on your 10 billion, then you can have just slightly less than 10 billion, if you really insist. I am not an economist. Yeah, that didn't seem to work either. So it's somewhere between 10 billion and 1 billion. That surprisingly, I'm not struggling with something. This is exactly what I wanted. They all seem to be on the top half of the planet, but it is giving me a set of points that are randomly placed on the outer edge of the planet. Or they're clustered. A random set of clustered points that is set to the outside of the planet. Oh yeah, they're supposed to be clustered around a certain point anyway. They all seem to be clustered around the same... oh, they are clustered around the same point. Yeah, okay, now that is exactly... Sure, we'll continue to see if... I was like, you might need to go for 1 billion and 1. See if that works. Start eating the noodle from the other end. Oh yeah, this is... I know somebody else was asking for the like integer max or whatever. Like float max. I don't remember. I think it's integer max. I should know more. I don't know, I'm not a good programmer. I'm not... I'm determined, I will say, but don't know that I'm great at anything. Okay, so that is a series of points on the planet clustered around an initial spawn point, which... yes, and that's why they all picked the same spawn point. Okay, so now if I make it on a per ramp basis as opposed to they all spawn around the same point, will this spread them out a little more? You calculated it to the exact 10 billion? I don't know that 10 billion is the max that you can have, but... you might actually be capped on gold. That seems... I don't know that you could be capped on gold, but you might be. Speaking of hurting your soul, oops, I hit replay again. Because I voluntarily listen to stuff that should drive me nuts. Okay, so now we just hit go. So the ramps should be placed a little more freely. A little more, so that's there. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, I don't want to do it on a number of points basis. Just try adding 50. Oh, you were able to take 50. At least 50 more. Okay, so this point should have been different for each of them. It sure didn't look like it. Yeah, because it's this spawn point. Okay, still not too concerned, but still going for those big numbers. I don't know that it's gonna. Nope. You might be able to get your 9,999. You might be able to get your allowance, and that's it. Okay, so at this point, maybe I should blow up the ramps. Okay, so this is so this example spline here. What did I changed some numbers on this. Right? Yeah. No, I definitely changed some numbers on this one. Okay, let's just hit run and see if this one is working, because I don't know if the prefab overwrote what I had. Okay, no, that is still there. So the question is, I don't think the big numbers are gonna work. I think you're too close to the cap there. Oh, nope. I lied. You finally found a big number that works. It's so funny, because I'm like, after playing that one game, I'm trying to push into being the like no numbers guy. Like the screw numbers. Less numbers, please, not more numbers. Here I am on stream avatars, like big numbers. Biggest of numbers. Sure, why not? Numbers. That's one of those, like, now we gotta Google the word and see if that is seeing as there is like number and stuff. Meet Retro Game Legends. Go members. Okay, no, that's. I was kind of wondering if the E was gonna throw it off. There is a good numbers. The Big Numbers song. Type in numbers and get the Big Numbers song. There were so many gnome games in the Brackies Jam. Well, that's all you had to say. I heard that gnomes were kind of having a moment, a cultural moment. I don't know that I'll play some jam games right now, but I am just kind of curious as to how many gnome games. Why old one? Why not the new one? Okay, 2024.2 probably, right? Because it's the second one of the year. submissions. And then if I look up Gnome. Oh, Galactic Gnome games. Oh, so this is only coming up with 3 games that at least have the word gnome in them. Max currency is bigger than 32-bit integer. Maximum currency is like 5 billion. Yeah, if it's bigger than a 32-bit integer, then yeah. Interesting to see. Well, and we'll see, because this is like, yeah, it's like this town building game stuff. It's the stuff that 60th is pretty good for what, it said 1,000. Like that's a good percentile. Wow, 1,500 exactly. Yeah, it's like top 4% of games. Or 3, yeah, basically 4%. It's pretty good. Although that's, again, I don't know if the, oh yeah, this is one of those ones that is a little more specific about the score. Meaning that must have rated pretty well then. It definitely looks legit. It looks like a full game. And even playing the multiplayer, it was like, yeah, this is a pretty good Lethal Company clone. A wave-based defense. Yeah, I never got into the wave-based kind of stuff. And then tower defense, yeah, never got into tower defense. When it's waiting for timers in timers, not interested. But when it's waiting for a guard to walk around, apparently I am interested. I didn't know this about myself until I played stealth games. I'm like, oh, okay. I should try Civ at some point. I know there's even like a new civilization coming and stuff too. And I'd be really curious as to where that would fall for me. If it would be actually interesting and compelling, or too much resource management, and then I go, meh, not for me. Well, I think that's the other thing about the Echoes of Wisdom, is that there's not a lot of resource management. It's just sort of, you summon whatever item you want to do whatever job you're trying to do. Okay, so I was trying to find the number to tweak. This is gonna happen. Oh, it's sit time. Maybe that'll help me. Okay. So I will try your currency thing here. See if that gets you. That worked. I don't know if that's gonna put you exactly at 5 billion or something. A little bit off. Not exactly at 4 billion. Or 40 billion or 400 billion, whichever you were aiming for. 13. You could gamble your way to get 13 gold, right? Okay. Because I want to focus on making little, instead of little spaghetti noodles, I want ramps. I want to thicken them up so they look like ramps instead of spaghetti noodles. trying to remember which number I tweaked. Oh, okay, sitting down didn't help. Just back to yawning again. Okay, so offset modifiers. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought I messed with this. Set this, and then, which that means it's not as easy to mess with. No. So apparently I didn't mess with that. How did I change the size of it? Well, that's the other question. Is if I change the prefab, there we go. So now how do I thicken up this noodle here? Is the question. So 100. Oh, it's just that noodle. Okay, wait, so. Hey, you got the exact number. Awesome. Now I'll have to give you just a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I could take away gold. Kind of doubt that, but if I do have mod options on stream avatars, I might be able to take some. Oh, it might have been the fact that I've been eating way too much pasta today. I had another one of those big, like, let's just eat way too much spaghetti. It said family size, and I was like, I could cook it all up and put it in a container and just use it over time. But I am a pretty small family of one here. I did not need to be making a family size pot of pasta. I thought I updated this to be a big size. Oh wait, this was another one of those like select all of the thingamabobs, right? Good. Where'd the select things mode go? Family sizes are too small. What family is that thing big enough for? I mean, if you were looking at the family size thing of pasta that I made, it filled my entire like big pot. It was like, it's a lot more pasta than I usually make in a pot in a sitting. Well, but I do tend to just make pasta and then take it out of the fridge and heat it. Although I think it does have it so that you can close the box again easily and then just actually like make it fresh. But I'm like, nah, it's one of those things that keeps just fine in the fridge, so. Always by family size, but it's never enough. Yeah, I guess it depends on your family size. Like, I'm a small person, and it's only me, so family size is way more than enough. Although it's still an overtime thing, where I'm like, oh, I can just eat a ton of pasta over time. I can eat a giant box of cereal that says family size on it over time. I could have sworn I messed with That didn't do anything. I had this size thing going. I mean, that's what I did with this example spline here. You guys are passing around just a little bit of gold. Okay, what number did I mess with here? I figured it out and then forgot what I did. I was like, I should take notes. Holy balls, sitting was not the solution. Goodness. Yeah, I don't need color modifiers. I just needed size mod. Did I just mess with the scale? Yeah, I was like, I didn't think I messed with the scale, because that's the scale of the thing, the object, not the scale of the spline mesh. Channels? No, this is the mesh. I want the spline computer, and then in the spline computer, right? Or is it a mesh thing? Is it this channel then? Yeah, scale is 1. It doesn't look like it's blown up. No, I guess I do have streams of me messing with it, so I actually can go back and to my past self and see what the heck I did, but not that I want to do that right now. Because it should be something as simple as just messing with this, right? I only got like an hour of work in here, didn't I? I'm just like, I'm shut down. No, it's not happening. I mean, I did make some progress, but... Because that's what I just need to blow it up to where I can actually see it. And then I can see that it's most likely rotated in the incorrect direction, too. Okay, and doing something like this does not, in fact, to do anything, right? I wouldn't expect it to. We shall see. Yeah, okay, so that did not change anything for these splines. They're all thin noodles still. Okay, so now that they exist, though, can I... I just want a scale modifier, but I know that's... Okay, the curve being... I know I messed with the curve, too. Okay, I did that. So like 5? Yeah, and it's just changing other stuff that is not the mesh, the size of the mesh. I'm sitting over here getting confused about my code. Or maybe not my code, it's more of a dream tech thing at this point, actually. Yeah, no, it says add new size. It's like, well, I don't think it really needs to be a new size. I just need to blow this up. Also, I just changed this to this. Should be that then. Blend 0. Blend 1. Blend 5. Nothing. Okay, so 500. Is it because it's paused? I'm like, I doubt that. Yeah. User configuration? Common. UV scale? New channel? Scale? 5? Just keep throwing some 5s. Add a new scale? This is looking promising. So throwing a bunch of numbers around did not change it. And yet I did this earlier. Shoot, that was looking thicker for a second there. Common channel 1. Add a new scale. So I didn't add a new scale here, but I clearly changed the scale of this thing. Past self. How did I do this? I don't want to just watch me do this as past self. I don't want to save time. I want to just sit here confused for a while. No, it's a matter of I think I will remember it better if I figure it out again than if I just sit there. It's an offset modifier. Yeah, okay, so that I can see that I did something. Okay, that I remember messing with. And I thought I did something similar with this size modifier. How did I do that? Do I know what most buttons do there? No, not at all. This is somebody else's plugin. I think even the stuff that, like, Unity's basic mesh stuff, I don't think I could tell you a lot of these either. I've fumbled my way through 2D games, mostly. Yeah, my attempts at 3D have been voxel art and stuff. Like, I have no clue what I'm doing. So that's not a size modifier thing. It's not just in the mesh. Yeah, okay, I didn't mess with those scales. I didn't add a new scale. How in the heck did I change the scale on this thing? I don't want to watch my previous self do this. There's so many numbers that say scale and size, and yet apparently none of them are the ones that I want because they don't seem to be doing anything. I'm just asleep here too. I'm like, I started the stream late because I was like, I'm having too much fun with Echoes of Wisdom. I'm feeling a little slow, and then I get and start to work on the thing, and I'm like, wow, I am slow. Jeez. Well, and it took me a little bit to recover from jet lag from the vacation, but I'm pretty recovered now, and yet I still seem to be asleep. Yeah, and I can't mess with the rotations until I can actually see the ramp, and I can't see the ramp because I don't know how to change the scale. Okay. So that's from this, though, right? Yeah, okay. I was like, that's from that. Oh, so that actually did have an effect on it? Oh. Oh. Okay, but still, that's... I can see it. These long, thin noodles that I want to turn into big, thick noodles. Was it 70 when you first joined? Dang. I think I did get a little bit of a bump from the Game Jam streaming. And I think I could continue to do that if I wanted to continue to have a bump, but... Those are a little more fun when you actually, like, participate in the Game Jam. The raid one, too. I think a little bit, not as much, just because that was more specifically tailored to, like, that game. And I played a little bit of that game, but not... Like I said, it's not my usual stuff, so... Yeah, the 200 viewer raid. Yeah, they bumped it up a little bit, but not a ton. And I'm pretty sure I cleared out the bots when I had that, like, bot raid dump. Because I think that bumped me up to, like, 300 or something. But then I got rid of all of those because I was like, nope, those are all fake accounts. We're not trusting that. Yeah, that was the first time that had happened to me. I was like, the best viewers is a pretty common bot message, but the, like, botting with the follows and stuff was kind of scary. So 14 followers from the raid. Yeah, I don't remember. Especially because, you know, like, 200 person raid, it's more freaking out about the big number and, like, lots of people in chat than it is like, oh, let's remember exactly how many people followed, but just a really humanly programmed AI. Learning by consumption. I mean, I don't know that it would, well, pinging me on different, social medias and stuff, that pulls it less out of the realm of AI and into the realm of a human. So... Okay. Saying that to distract from actually being an AI? I don't know that it would matter to me all that much either. As long as it, like... It's, you know, as long as it's chat messages that are contributing to the stream. Instead of just being best viewers and stuff. I think that's fine. Yeah, if it's positive, like, actually, like, adding conversation, I think that's fine. So, look at Discord. I'll look at Discord after stream, if you've got something to show me there, but... I just need to make this bigger, and I am too stubborn to actually just watch the video on how to change the scale. To do that right now. Normalprizedviewers.com. Like I said, I'm still looking for subpar viewers. Cheap follows. Yeah, but it's not even like an actual link either. It's like, well, that don't help you much, do it? I'll see another music ascending, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just play Moen and give up. I made some progress. Not a lot of progress. Not good progress. It's just, I just don't want to go back and watch the YouTube video right now. Some free but expensive viewers and followers for free not.com. Don't think that one's going to catch on. It's too long of a name, that's for sure. Because I need these to be visible. Like right now, these are not visible ramps. I mean, the shadow is visible. Yeah, but that's just kind of weird and confusing. That's not helping much. Yeah, no, I like Bancho, but I'm not feeling it right now. I am feeling obnoxious anime stuff still, but I mean, this is a 10-hour version. Yeah, there we go. Then we'll loop it, despite the fact that it's a 10-hour video. We'll loop it. It's 1:30 right now. You should definitely think about sleeping. 1:30, like, that's... I was kind of curious about doing there's a roller rink near me that was like, oh, there's an adult session at 11 p.m. And I was like, oh, I don't know that I necessarily want to get mixed in with a bunch of kiddos. But I do want to try skating, and it was like, oh, okay. But 11 p.m. is kind of late for my old man self. Yeah, okay, this is the song that I was looking for. Without the remix on it. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. No, I'm not. I don't have anything planned right now, so I guess technically I could, but I think the board game group that I'm a part of, I think I want to do some testing on my board game stuff, so that'll probably be what I'm doing tomorrow. Because I was working on my board game all vacation, and it's in an okay spot, but I'm like, I think Wednesday with an IRL stream? I guess I could. I did the OBS is not as great with switching the camera around. I don't know if I have. I think I might have the camera set up, but I think it's the. It's just because OBS takes like it picks one of the cameras and takes it over. So it's like if I start the stream with IRL, I could, but bye. Good night. Have fun sleeping. Rest well, knowing that you have 5 billion. Oh, 5 billion and 5. I lied. So over 5 billion then. I'm too tired and too stubborn to actually do anything useful. But it's only 7:30. Somehow I'm like ready to call it. I've only been going for an hour and a half. I was like, I wanted to get to 8 o'clock at least. I could play a game, but Well, it'd be... How easy would it be to just set up... No, the Switch is a pain. The Elgato, for some reason, it works, but it's a pain to set up. I'm kind of tempted to play with it just because that might not be bad for a stream too, is to do some Echoes of Wisdom. It's just because some of it's because I did a little bit of that one Metroidvania, and somehow that had a little bit of viewership. And I do wonder if kind of the free-form nature of this newer Zelda stuff might be a bit more interesting. How did I change the scale? Why does none of this look like it's doing anything? I just don't want to go back and watch the video right now. Meta Orion, the new AR glasses prototype thing. I watched the... What is it? Chloe Abrams? Right? Abram? Is that... Yeah, okay, yes. Cleo, not Chloe. Cleo. I don't know why I got the name wrong there. Okay, yeah, I did watch that video. The future Mark Zuckerberg is trying to build. Talking about the AR glasses. I didn't actually look into what they were or what they do, but I did watch this. But talked about it a little bit. Although, even that, I think I was only kind of half paying attention to anyway. I mean, a lot of that stuff, like, I don't know, it still hasn't grabbed me. Like, I've done some VR stuff. I've done a little bit of AR stuff. But it's been a long while. Like, it just hasn't grabbed me. Now, what I want to see is the, I never did update. I need to go through and update my portfolio at some point, too. There's too many things to do, and then I go and, like, just play a video game for too long or watch way too many YouTube videos. It's like... I feel like I've been kind of dangerously lazy recently. Yeah, okay, I did that VR game in 2020, and then I did one... Oh, 2021, yeah, okay. It's the last time I messed with VR. Even my Oculus, I don't think I've really played hardly any games on it. And it's not like a super fancy Oculus Rift. I got like the cheap one just so I could develop stuff on there, and then it was like, meh, kind of fun, but not enough for me to... It's like one of those movement things. That's a lot of my hesitation with the AR VR stuff, is that it's moving around a virtual space like that is difficult. And well, that's something like that Gorilla Tag kind of interested me, because I'm like, okay, that makes a little more sense. It's like the sensors pick up your arms, so if you're flailing your arms to move around, then that might feel a little bit more like motion. Yeah, but even something like Beat Saber, I don't think I have. It's like kind of the killer app of VR, and I don't think I have it. But I never got super into DDR either. One of those fun things to try a little bit, but not like... Rhythm games are not my thing. I think my rhythm's okay. I think, like, with everything. I'm okay at anything. I am not good at anything, so... So yeah, I don't have any interesting opinions on Meta Orion. Beyond meh. It just doesn't interest me all that much. Yeah, there hasn't been a... Like, AI is actually genuinely interesting. I can see that being useful, where I was like, oh, if I wanted to do like a crowd and I needed voices, I could do that with AI. It's like, okay, I can see potential examples for doing AI, but AR, VR stuff, definitely a little harder. But that'd be preferable to doing like the just kind of simple virtualization stuff I'm doing right now. Well, it doesn't help that I'm doing unit testing stuff at work too, so it's like, oh, okay, this is kind of the simplest, most removed stuff that I could do. So, put a Gorilla Tag on Steam, and then 3 days later it went from free to costing $20. That's pretty good. Although I've gotten like out of the habit of picking stuff up on sale. Like, I go out of my way to actually just like if I like a game and I want a game, I just purchase it because I'm like, well, it's an indie game and I want to support the developers, so I don't need to be doing that on sale. So that's like recent stuff that I picked up. Like, I just went on a buying spree and picked up UFO 50, Lawrence Lure, Tiny Glade. Because I was like, you know what? I want to support the developers. Like, we're just gonna buy it straight up, and then see if I ever get around to it. Yeah, UFO 50 was recommended by a friend, so I'm like, I really should put this on my list. Especially because this is one that you could probably chip away at too. If it's just 50 random games, there's not like a huge plot line or something. So. Yeah, I was actually looking at my list of indie games to play. Because there's a lot of these where I'm like, okay, these are shorter. It's like 4 or 5 hours. It's like, that's not bad. Like, that's maybe 2 streams or so. Like, there's a few of these that I really should play through, because I'm like, that shouldn't take long. Oh, this was the how long to beat. Let's see if that has some updated on like Lawrence Lure and stuff. Okay, no, it doesn't. Because main story 25 minutes and then 14 hours. It's like, no, that's looking at like averages and stuff. Yeah, and I was like, UFO 50, because it's just 50 random games. I'm like, I don't think there is like a time to beat it, right? Let's see if it has something. I don't know that it. 37 hours. Well, and it's like a lot of. It is up my alley in terms of. No, wait. I can just go to here and then the store page, right? Yeah, because the retro pixel art definitely looks cool. Yeah, it's looking at something like this, where I'm like, this is very much my kind of thing. This sort of like chess-like looking thing. Despite the fact that I actually haven't played a whole heck of a lot of chess. But I do like abstract games. Yeah, I mean, part of the reason I like abstract games is just because of... It's one of those easy to learn, hard to master. Meaning, like, if my sister wants to just play a board game with me, we could pop on something easy, like an abstract game. Man, the pixel art's so good. This is such a... Okay, wait, so this is... It's only 12? So this is like a very small... Not very small. This is a fraction of the games that are actually in this collection of 50 single and multiplayer games. I am kind of curious if there is a actual story to some of the games in there. Because it sure looked like the glimpses that I've seen, you just kind of hop into the menu and play a game. But I don't know if there was an attempt to tell a story of said fake development studio over time. I don't think this is happening. I probably should not start another game because I already have, what, a bunch? Those two. Yeah, some of these I was just kind of playing whenever. Yeah, like Balatro and Moen. I kind of do want to play some more Moen at some point, but that was also not a super interesting one for... Although I was getting into that, like, I should finish something. That's the whole point, is to, like... People don't care if you make something, only if you finish something. So... And I have not finished this. Okay, no, at this point, I give up. I ain't focused at all. It's not happening. We're gonna do a little bit of this just to feel like I'm making progress. This is the exact wrong game to make it, to feel like I'm making progress on something. Oh wait, I'm like ready to go copy paste that on Twitter. It's like, nah, I don't need to. Oh, and then I need to bump up the audio. Maybe I'm getting better at this. Just maybe. Oh, that's why I didn't play this last time, is because I couldn't log in. I think it said something about server maintenance or something. No, pick up the controller. No. It's better with a controller. I don't know which one's the controller. Oh boy. Oh, it's this. Okay, so that should be picking it up just fine. Soiled it. Soiled it. Soiled it. Soiled it. I don't even know how many people get that reference. Hey, there we go. Okay, so it was just a unplug it, plug it back in kind of thing. Let's see. And I already talked about my vacation last stream. I could talk about the cool mushrooms I've been seeing recently. Because it's been a little rainy. Although I think that's the Hurricane Helen or something. Which I was looking at. It's like vaguely near me. Not near enough to be concerned about, and I didn't get any, like, warnings on my phone about there being issues, but I think it's close enough that there's at least rain. It's been a while since I played this. It's not... Yeah, this is quiet. It's like, no matter how loud I make it. This is just kind of a funny game to get stuck on, is the one that I'm gonna finish. Because ain't nobody gonna tune in for this. I could switch it to just chatting again. Maybe that'll be a little, because that is kind of what I'm doing. Well, the problem is, this game is fun, and it's smooth, and... it's easy to just chat. This actually is a good game for just chatting. Chatting about what? I'm not sure, but... Although, speaking of doing board game stuff, the Bump Squad that I've been working on, which I was working on that as like a digital version last year, and then I realized, you know, I should probably figure out the core gameplay and mechanics and stuff, and thought I had something, and then did a test with the board game group that I paid to get back into. And then the feedback was like, this is slow. It's like, you say it's supposed to be a card game, and then it's very slow. But it's because I'm trying to hit the middle of a card game and an abstract game. So I spent like the last 2 weeks or so just trying to come up with like, okay, can I come up with a version that's a lot faster that removes... Because I had a mechanic that was every time you place a piece, it gets locked into place, and then you unlock it next turn. Which was... felt reasonable, but... it was just tedious. Like, you know, when it's digital, it's not too bad, because it's like, okay, yeah, it just has a nice icon on it that says, no, you can't mess with this unit, because it was just played. But... I should not have done that. I should not have told you that. But yeah, most recently I was trying to mess with some like billiards inspired mechanics. Since the game is a Bump Squad, and I was getting rid of the like things locking in place. Yeah, that was the big issue, was trying to separate bumping and movement, because it was like if you can move a couple of squares, and then you can also bump, which is just move the enemy a square away, then it's a little too easy to get the, you know, I move next to you, they bump you away, and it just resets the board. So spent a while trying to come up with like, okay, is there a way that without locking the unit in place... Yeah, because this is the game Push Fight. That is, funny enough, like, not an inspiration, but when I looked at it, it was like, oh yeah, this is very much... No, I'm just gonna play the game. You can wall jump up flat walls, it just takes a lot of practice. Oh wait, I didn't even need a wall jump there. Okay, no, that was, it's been a while since I played this. Yeah, I do find this one naturally more enjoyable than getting over it with Bennett Foddy. Because that's one of those ones that I would like to chip away at slowly but surely. But... that also has intentionally, like, awkward controls and mechanics. This one's nice and relaxing, and... yeah, still has a fair amount of the same mechanics and stuff, but... a lot more fun to control. And technically, it has multiplayer. Even if I don't see anybody, but... But I thought the basically like tap to lock a card would be fine, but when you're doing that every turn, it was obnoxious. Well, and I thought it was fine because that's what Push Fight does too, but Push Fight also has like a little piece that you put on top of the unit that's locked. And that's what I had originally, it was like little pieces of paper, but I was trying hard to like, I don't want any extra components, I just want the cards. Because that's something with Magic, is that you don't necessarily have to, but it is pretty easy to just say, okay, I have my deck, then I have the spin down, which is my life total, then or the D20. I'm just, it's like, no, technically all of these are the 20-sided die that you can use to count your life total in the game. And then, like, tokens, if you have certain cards that summon, like, just certain other cards. It just felt like there was a lot of extra stuff that got... And it just, you know, over time, that's what Magic added. But... yeah, it's like, because I was trying to come up with a card game that was, like, no, I was saying no numbers, but you can't really get away from numbers. It's kind of just less numbers, less of a focus on numbers. But a card game with less numbers is still... yeah, it's because I wanted, like, very few components and stuff, too. Which is why I... yeah, with the square cards, I was hoping to do, like, you just use the cards as the grid for the board for moving around. Which, that I think works. That I got off of the one deck cards that I have. Although that was another point of confusion. It was like, oh, why don't you just have a board? It was like, well, it's because I was trying to cut down on components as much as possible, so it was literally just cards. But yeah, for testing purposes, I think I am going to do you have a board and not use the laid out cards. But the way I was trying to get over the fact that you, like, lock a card when you place it was to make it so that movement and bumping a unit put the board in a different state, which was ending up with a very, like, billiards inspired movement system. But when I was tweaking it and testing it, it was still feeling like, okay, well, you know, first player has too much of an advantage, and that this really shouldn't be that hard of a jump, and I'm just not here right now. Feels like I should just be able to do a backflip, and yet I always want to test it and see. I go here and say audio. It's like, yeah, the audio's bumped all the way up, but neither OBS nor my headphones are picking up the game at all. There we go. That's what I was wanting. Ugh. The lightning was kind of throwing me off there. Yeah, some of it is I think I have a better system now for determining how you move around the board without having to use some extra, like, component or some extra mechanic to lock pieces in place. But trying to do too many things at once. Okay, just go back to again. I'm trying to speed up what I was doing, and it's just okay. That you can just jump anyway. Okay, no, it's it's really only like a couple buttons, and yet I'm pressing them in the wrong order still. I probably should just be whipping out the game. Probably should just open up Tabletop Simulator and test the game, but well, and the other reason I liked the kind of lock system I had was that was fairly easy to explain too. It's just like, okay, you just summon this unit, you can't mess with it. You just move this unit, you can't mess with it. There we go. And then in testing, I was coming up with a better idea. like I said, there was more billiards, not billboard. That was inspired by the balls bumping around on a billiard table. But okay, I was gonna say I don't want to fall off immediately. But it was definitely coming with a little more complex rule description. I'm like, I was just having a hard time describing it to myself even as to like how the, oh no, it's the platform. Is this the one I can wait for? Oh, that's fun that the book is actually just there. It's not like a fill-in book. You can actually just read the text on the book. That was sad. The first jump, and I just done goof it. Probably should just whip out Tabletop Simulator and mess with the, Well, and that's the thing, too. It's like, there's... only so much that I can do. And I think, unfortunately, that... Ah! It's something I need to work on. Meaning I probably... Well, it's... I always feel like I should push myself more. Like, oh, okay. If I get used to doing more and more and more, then I can do more and more and more. But I think in that... I found that I break more than I bend. I think that's exactly what's happened with this whole kidney stone situation, too. Is I'm like, I'm gonna do a bunch of working out. And I did, and all I got for it was a kidney stone. It's just frustrating because I know I can push myself harder, but that it doesn't give me the outcome I want. But if I take it nice and slow, it also doesn't give me the outcome that I want. It's like I want to do more, but I don't know how to do that consistently. No, hey, I didn't walk off it. But I also think the bump squad system that I've come up with allows me to still use the card mechanics that I came up with too. Because I do have a good set of cards that have a bunch of ideas on them. Not that I need to keep the exact like card mechanics and stuff. But it'd be nice if I could just use the cards that I made. It's just such a shame that this game is not a draw for people. Because I have a lot of fun. I was gonna say playing it, but I'm like, no, I have a lot of fun streaming it. It's like the flow state, the simplicity of the game and the flow state attached. Make it a nice, easy game to just get lost in. And ramble about stuff. You suck. I didn't do it twice. Those are all lies. And then I walked too far on it because it just didn't seem to want to do that. Like I said, I could be playing Echoes of Wisdom right now. I could be working on something. I could be. Well, and what I could do is just think about something. Yeah, but if I think about something, I'm like, oh, there's all this stuff I should be doing that I haven't done. There's even like, I should do phone calls and stuff. I should talk to people. I should catch up with relatives and things. I keep thinking about that, especially because it seems like if I care about somebody, I have to be the one to call them. Doesn't seem to go the other way around. Which I suppose is fine, but I tend to just get too busy and in my head to make time. Ugh, why? Why is it always like, okay, here's the first jump. Oops. I was gonna say, this is looking familiar. This is looking like the platform. Yeah, and these were just too obnoxious to try to crawl up. Although this platform was also too obnoxious to just wait for. But that's what you gotta do. You just gotta chill and wait for the things. Yeah, I think there is some amount of like... At least it feels like, oh, things should be efficient. It's like that's the whole... I think it's probably capitalism. It's probably the... That's just what you think. That's the ethic, the ethos. Is just... Everything must be efficient. I think that's even the most recent Lily Alexandria video. Something like that. That was talking about, what's his face? That lightning did not help anything. But basically a guy that's like using science to try to live as long as possible. And it has like a whole don't die slogan and stuff. And then kind of saying, well, okay, if you're gonna sacrifice anything fun about life to live forever, do you really want to live forever? But... that was a loud noise. Good night. Have fun sleeping. I don't think I'm gonna be sleeping for a while. That seemed loud. I'm gonna go see what's going on outside. No clue. Yeah, okay, game is basically silent. Probably also why I feel like I need to fill the silence with my voice, but it might also be just streaming habit stuff too. Okay, I think this is kinda the furthest I've ever been. And will continue to be the furthest I've ever been. Apparently. For now. Okay, no, it was probably the game did a loud thunderstrike. I was kind of confused because I'm like, I don't think it's raining. I don't think it's lightning and thunder and stuff. Okay, that was probably just a lightning strike on my position. Like I said, it has been a little rainy. Because I think hurricane leftovers, which has just been really nice for mushrooms. I think one day I'll get into mycology, maybe. Especially because I have, like, a board game. I have a mushroom board game coming. I bought a mushroom card game and everything, too. The mushroom aesthetic really fits with gnomes and stuff as well. Yeah, this would definitely go better with a, like a stream overlay setup. Like, this being the focus does not really work. Like me just kind of futzing around. Yeah, okay, it was just the game. Did a loud boom right on my position. It kind of scared me, threw me off. Okay. No, come on. I did the same thing. Should probably hit up the Discord for this game. Well, I don't play this game on a regular basis, though. Oh boy, let's not. This is where I fell last time. I kind of don't want to fall again. Ideally. Okay, do I got anything else I want to talk about? I was contemplating reading the Bible. What was it? I was reading... I think it's just because I finished some classic literature. And I was like, what are the, like, most influential books? And I was like, duh, the Bible is one of the most influential books. Maybe that's an important one to read. So, hello, hello. Not that I am in any way religious anymore, but I did grow up Catholic. And it's funny asking, like, my parents, like, yeah, no, I have not read the Bible. It's like, oh, okay, well. And yet here I am contemplating reading the Bible. But it's like, if it's such an influential book, maybe I should know a little bit about it. I don't know, also my lack of productivity and malaise. I'm like, maybe religion. Maybe religion will give me some reason to do more. To feel like I should live more and all that. Well, I know I lost a lot of momentum with the beginning of this year. With the... Well, it's just been the kidney stone. Really threw me for a loop. Because I was like, I don't like my job. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to leave. And then right after I left, was like, oh, well, here. Have a kidney stone. And then it was like, oh, well, now I need to have a job again so that I have health insurance. Because that's the place I live at. It's one of those, yeah, I could buy my own health insurance, but it's just... I still need some kind of income is really the thing. I really want to get some kind of side gig going, too. I gotta turn on monetization on this channel, too. I just wasn't expecting to hit affiliate, and then I did those Game Jam streams, and suddenly had viewers enough to hit affiliate. And then just have not... I need to just carve out, like... couple weeks, maybe like a month, and just say, okay, no anything. No streams, no projects, no anything. Just any extra time I have, get my life sorted out. Get all these like extra side things done. Because these are like little one-time things. It's like I only need to set up monetization for the Twitch channel once, but I need to carve out the time to do that, and I just have not. That's where I feel like work just keeps getting in the way, because I'm like, I'm just distracted and doing nothing at work. Especially because it's like the network is still down, and it's just, oh, all these tests that I'm making are going to break because as people put updates in there. But that's also just part of the process. It's not a motivating part of the process, though, to say, okay, all this stuff you're doing, yeah, it's... You've got the pieces in place, and then they're all going to break anyway, so... Yeah, but it is stuff like updating my portfolio and all that. It's like, because I have a couple of new games that I need to put on there. Man, especially because it's like before the end of the year. Because that's what happened the beginning of this year. Got contacted by a couple of recruiters about stuff. Because it was like, oh, duh, the new financial... It's like they actually like have money for hires and things. I keep messing up this jump in the same way every time. Yeah, and that's where it's like I need to write down. I need to write down all these little hobbies and things. Where I'm like, okay, I want to get into mycology. I want to get into caving. And that's like I want to make game development the main gig. Well, even that, I'm like, I want to make something game related, or game development related rather. So I'm like, even if it's doing YouTube and making games for a YouTube channel, I'd be okay with that too. But again, that's like, I need to spend a little bit of time figuring out a schedule as exactly like when I'm going to be working on a YouTube video to actually like edit it and make it and put it out in the world. And that might be like a start of next year kind of thing, because I'm like, well, if this board game thing goes pretty close to the end of the year here, then, because that's going to eat up a fair amount of my evenings that I'm not streaming. But that's also like, if I get rid of the streaming, then I open up some time to just do whatever as well. But I like the streaming, and I like sticking to a schedule in the streaming. But that also says, like, well, okay, if you stick to a schedule for streaming, then maybe stick to a schedule on something else. And see how much you can get done. Well, and seeing how I've been feeling kind of motivation malaise, I know that would be like, well, maybe talk to a therapist or something. But I was definitely, like, the one time I went and visited a therapist on a semi-regular basis, I was unemployed. I was like, okay, well, I feel kind of depressed because I'm unemployed. It's like, okay, well, the answer is become employed again. I think the, yeah, because and I saw that tweet as well that was, you know, I'm a therapist, but what a lot of people need is money. It's like, yeah, I think it's probably closer to where I fall. It's like, okay, I don't... It's the stability of a job that I actually like would probably be huge. A job that I actually like that pays enough money for me to live off of would be huge. Yeah, and it's just finding... Well, that's the frustrating... It's like, I think I've found a couple of things that I could do. Because I have an idea for a YouTube channel that I think is... It's like, if I do a YouTube channel focused on procedurally generated, just whatever kind of stuff that works with the stuff I like to do and like to make, I think it's unique and interesting. I think it's topical with all of the AI stuff. Not that it would be specifically like AI generated. It'd be whatever kind of procedural generation stuff that I do, but... Okay, I don't need to do the extra... I might need to... Well, I don't know. That might be a just jump and grab the ledge thing. But it's like I have an idea for a YouTube channel, and I know you can make money off of YouTube and stuff. And YouTube comes with an audience as well. And an audience is also easier too. You get the super fans and stuff that will support whatever you do in whatever way. Which I think I'm getting a little bit of that here on Twitch. But it's a little harder to get the... Like, because it's a scheduled thing that you have to tune into, you can't get, like, the... I suppose there's the VOD, and I have the archive, but it's not like that's a huge draw to watch 4 hours of me fumbling around Dishonored, especially when a good hour or so. It's just like, how do I get this elevator to come down? Like, that's one of those editing things where it's like, well, I could edit that. But that's not a unique new YouTube channel thing. It's just a for fun thing. I think what I really need to just swallow is the fact that I just need to do stuff that's not fun. I just need to do stuff that it's like you just gotta survive. And then you can thrive. And I keep wanting to just thrive a little bit. I'm like, well, I can play a game on Fridays, right? That's something else I need to do, is come up with a conversation topic generator. I know there are ones, and I've definitely messed with it. But it's just like a... For myself, I think I need to come up with a method for generating conversation topics. Which I know a lot of it's like news. I think... A Northern Lion has not really a segment, but it does tend to fall into the "Did you see this tweet?" There's a fair amount of that, and my answer's no. I'm not on Twitter that much. I still am on Twitter. I know, probably shouldn't be, because that's something I read is Robert Reich. He does his political newsletter stuff. And he's saying very much like, yeah, just don't go on Twitter. That's not, that helps Elon Musk, and not a great idea to be doing that when it's a lot of alt-right. Where am I supposed to be going? Because I could go the other way there. Where does this flower even take me? Like, what? Because I'm like, wait a second. I just jumped up all of that to then simply realize I could have gone the other way to get the same outcome. Okay, this flower goes really high. I could maybe get over there. Oh, that is a platform over there. This feels like it's a wall jump section. It's an awkward wall jump section if it is, in fact, a wall jump section. What are you doing, buddy? Did you see that flower I was eyeballing? Oh, yeah, it's at the top of this. Okay, that's the one that's awkward. Whoops. I forgot the method for going up this. Okay, but I'm surprised there's not a ladder here, but I think that might be the point. Just also that it's supposed to get harder. To where you don't get a ladder. That's not the method. I had a different method. Yeah, this is the one that I was trying to do that. And then doing that. Yeah, it was the trying to walk up onto that and failing. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I was tempted to get the mobile version of Malatra. But... okay, so now where in the heck am I supposed to go? There was a flower over here. Let's try this way? I thought I came from here. Maybe this flower then? I was tempted to do school, but you failed. I could do a... that's what it was. This is where I fell, and then I fell, and I fell. Yeah, this. Boy, this is some harrowing jumps. Like I said, and then I fell, and I fell, and I fell. I mean, this is still progress. I like your idea, though. I like your swag. I could do some Balatra. Some Balatra, some... yes, leave this world. Like I said, progress at any rate. Okay, so it's those flowers. I gotta remember that that there is those flowers tucked into those corners and things. Well, I feel like I've kind of hit a wall. And I don't know if there's like a specific goal or anything that at least I'm not after a specific goal at this time. Oh, and this is one of those ones I have to do this specific... oh, no, it is picking it up. Okay. And I remember it's right about here. Right in the middle. Yeah, okay, I didn't know how to get the blinds for that or that. There's these vouchers that I was attempting to do. Re-roll shop. That's what I need to do. I need to focus on. Okay, discarding is something that will happen over time. Buying blanks I need to do. Planet cards. Tarot cards. 3! I need to buy 3 tarot cards. And 10 planet cards. Okay, that one I need that voucher to do that though. Okay, so re-roll, buy planet, and buy tarot. Those are my goals for this run. Of which, yeah, I'm never gonna figure out the green dude. Not that it's hard, just that I keep goofing it. Yeah, this one's definitely a little harder of a talk through, or yap. Yapping through the gameplay. It's a little harder. I did not update this. Or if I did, I did not. There we go. Like I said, not that I have some big main goal here. Tarot cards. I need to buy... I'm gonna just forego jokers at this point. Maybe not. It's uncommon too, so reroll. I need to do rerolls. Okay, we're just gonna spend all the money every time. Clubs, hearts. Okay. 2 pair. Oh, plus 2 mult if it contains 2 pair. Okay, that's one of those ones. Yeah, so this is one that at the beginning. Yeah, it's just basic money. Oh, and it helps that it's just giving me this right off the bat. We'll play this and think about to use those just yet. Okay. Yeah, it's because this requires more thought. I do need to buy planet cards and I do need to do rerolls. Meaning I need to do these too. I can't use these right now. Just sell them. Screw it. I didn't ask for these anyway. Okay, yeah, definitely level up 2 pair. 9 in your full deck at the end of round. Sure. Again, we'll go with these. I guess I'm looking 2 pairs of 9s. And a reroll. Just to do the rerolls. I will never remember otherwise. Was this one cards played previously as anti-hero debuffed? I mean, this still gives me a full house, even if it is a debuffed full house. Oh, and this is just number of 9s. So I just need to add 9s to the deck. I was gonna say, this is going well so far. Okay, I need to buy tarot cards. I need to buy... Yeah, no, we're doing these for now. And then selling it was not a great idea, but that's okay. Do me a reroll then. Okay, we're just gonna do the one reroll. Yeah, no, that's too much. Just give them both. Oh, this is converts 2 diamonds. Oh, I'm chucking a bunch of diamonds. That's okay, whatever. Okay, there. Now I can do like these. Diamonds. It's just a full house, but it's like a full house with a royal full house or whatnot. Does that count? It's only 8:30. Because I gave up on the programming fairly early on because I was like, it's just not happening. My brain. Retrigger all cards played for the next 10 hands. Oh, and then you're gone? Okay. Is that the 10 tarot? I need 10 tarot cards. I was kind of aiming for vouchers too. That's the most basic of basic jokers. But it didn't give me everything. No, diamonds are debuffed. Yeah, this one requires too much thought. That's why I like mowing. Because it doesn't require as much thought. I want to play with 2 pair though. But it's got this flush. It's still a pair that I can't play. Oh wait, do this one then actually. There we go. Because these I might actually play, despite the fact that they're really not going to give me a lot. Okay, I thought it said I only needed to buy a certain amount. Ooh, a not discovered. I was going to say, give me a not discovered. One random card in your hand. And 2 random enhanced aces. Sure, give me a random joker, I guess. 10 or 4. We're just gonna get rid of you. That's not what I'm thinking about doing. Okay. Doing a bunch of rerolls is actually not that hard or that bad. I just didn't do it before. We'll just do a basic. Yeah, I figured this was gonna pop off. But let me just kind of skate through that anyway. Holographic. There we go. So I need to buy. I didn't even see what that was. Yeah, we're just gonna do the one layer roll. Looking for anything that's pairs. Not discovered. Level up. What's causing this? Level up full house. Plus 4 malt, plus 40 chips. Have I? Huh? Level up full house. Oh, level up flush house. Oh, I hadn't played a flush house. Okay, I'm actually unlocking stuff, and now it's becoming more fun again. Okay, yeah, dude, just the 2 pair. Three selected cards to clubs. Actually, just do the top. Do I want to lose the diamonds? I thought I converted some stuff to diamonds. I don't know what I'm aiming for exactly, but... Clubs, not spades. Clubs, not spades. Whatever I had going on, or whatever I thought I had going on, I don't. This is a bunch of nothing. I mean, it's almost something. If I could get an 8, that would be something. Okay, there's the 8. I do like the idea of the 2 pair. There's a flush, though. That's a lot of chips, not a lot of mold. That's okay. Pairs would be nice, but the flushes are okay, too. Yeah, this takes too much thought. I can't just rattle off topics of conversation. I think I'm also just getting tired, so it makes it a little harder to, Let's see if this random conversation... Yeah, see, and then it's like earliest memory. Like, that's not gonna be interesting either. Like, maybe preschool or something? Yeah, or like last person that you called or texted. It's like my parents, because they're on vacation and they're sending me photos. And so I'm sending them responses of like, wow, cool photos. Glad you guys are having fun. Sure. Not super necessary, but it seems good, but... Oh, steel card? I don't have, like, hardly any steel cards. I do have at least one. Okay, give me the other just random word generator. Expectation. That's a pretty good one. Because that's definitely some of the, like... This was supposed to be the year that I actually, like, did things. Or, you know, attempted to do things. I was going to... That was the pact I made with myself, was, okay, I'm going to... These are the ones if you hold in hand, though. But I think a 4 of a kind is pretty... 60 times 70, or... 60 times 4. 60 times 7, not 70. I think I said 70. Oh, and I can't increase the rank of these. Because I tried that. I was like, okay, if I increase the rank of the aces, that just loops them around back to 2s. Not a good way. That's just a 0. And it's got plus 10 volt on it. Oh, wait, that has negative on it, so... Just keep it and have it and use it. Yeah, I don't want to use up a ton of my money, but I do want to use up rerolls so that I actually do that. Wow, okay. I'll just get wrecked then. This is also a bunch of nothing. It's like maybe the diamonds? I don't know. I guess maybe the diamonds. Shine bright like a diamond. Yeah, that's because this does the, if you play exactly 4 and then the 2 pair. Yeah, that's gonna... Oh, that's all cards played for the next 2 hands. Oh, that's where I'm supposed to be adding 9s. This is the one that can go. I don't think I'm gonna be adding 9s. Oh, and these are gonna continue. Oh, that's gonna bump all of them up to face cards, so I don't want to do that either. Kinda want to downgrade those, because those are debuffed. Not that I really needed to worry about that, but that's okay. Did it give me a new, whatchamacallit? So. He's in the goddamn walls! Yes. Or the other one that's like the every Tom Scott video. I am in your walls. Sure. Yeah, discovered. Give me a new one. Oh. Give me this one again, I guess. Pick a joker, any joker. I said I need a joker in here. Seltzer. I don't think I picked up the voucher, but... Oh, Jack 10987. I could just play a... Ah, there we go. Oh, 2 selected cards. that would ruin my straight. And then I can't use it if I did it like that. That would also ruin it. There's so many chips. I need more malt though. Okay. Jack 10-9. So I do this as an 8 because it's just 2 cards, right? And I guess I turn this into an ace. Not a great. It's not great for what I'm trying to do. 3 of a kind's okay. I don't know what to pair it with. Or I could ditch the 3 of a kind and go for the flush, but that's... It's leveling up high card, I guess. Thanks. That doesn't do me any good. Speaking of not doing me any good. 4 of a kind, I guess. It's also 4 cards. Oh, that's what it was. It said expectations was the topic, and I was like, yeah, it's a good topic, and then I didn't say anything about it. Actually, I have played a 4 of a kind. And again, this that I was okay. Flush house. I apparently hadn't seen or played before. Nah, it's one of those ones that you gotta kind of betroodle. Ballatrottle? No, I don't. I mean, what happened is I was playing this game, and then I think that's how Brainoid found me to show me Boratro, and then oh, maybe I have heard of this simply because of speaking of Northern Lion. Yeah, I do not know enough of the game to June 21st. What, did it seriously not pop up with the thing? The link for the thing? I was assuming it was... Yeah, .com. Oh wow, it's literally just the Reddit link there. Yeah, guess jokers to reveal clues. Yeah, I don't know enough about the game to attempt that one. Is there a game that I could do that with? Maybe Borderlands. Well, I don't know. Some of that was like, I know that Epic NNG was doing videos on YouTube Shorts that's like, can you guess this gun? And the answer was no, I couldn't. I think it was kind of odd in that I like the story stuff. Oh wait, I could just do a flush. I'd rather do the 2 pair though. That's a bunch of nothing. There we go, a 2 pair. Sounds a little better to me. Two pair sounds a little better to me. Yeah, there's a fair amount of Borderlands trivia I think I could do okay at, but the like actually guessing guns and stuff I was not good at. It's not my forte. Not a ton of my interest either. Yeah, I didn't think so. I was like, it was feeling like it was just kind of all the momentum was gone. Yeah, this is one of those games that you could start off very good, and then you could just have a bad middle section that just murders him. So there we go. Okay, it just didn't say until after the fact that I unlocked this voucher of buy a total of 50 tarot cards from the shop. I was gonna say, and I also unlocked a spectral, or a planet card that I was not expecting to unlock. Flush House. So then I gotta think about what are the other... It's gotta be more 5-card combinations, right? Okay, so this is a full house. This is a flush. A straight. This is straight flush, right? Yeah, this is straight flush. Full house and a flush, and that's the flush house. And then straight and full house. That doesn't make sense. So that still doesn't tell me what these are. But at least I got a little closer. This also doesn't tell me how to unlock these spectral cards necessarily either. Because I don't know what I did to unlock that. But probably it's just playing more of the thing. I don't know how to hit these either. I mean, these are like, yeah, you gotta get all the way to the end, to the like final boss area thing. But like this is like, I don't know. Yeah, I think I only got to about there. Or unless that is the typical, but they're unlocked, you just need to find them in an unseated run? As in, like, the stuff like this, or like this? I was assuming these were just sort of, like, random, like, you'll just find them eventually. But I was just kind of, like, it just seems a little suspicious that I have everything else except for this one. And it's like, well, okay, I guess it just doesn't want to show up. It's just being shy. Okay, so but now I actually have... What was the one that I unlocked? I thought it looked all gold and stuff. Where did it go? It's funny that, like, when I my very first runs of this game gave me the blank a couple of times, and I was like, what is this? Why is it here? And it's only now that I realize, oh, you're supposed to buy it a bunch of times to unlock whatever this is. That yeah, it's one of those now that I want it. Okay, yeah, those just aren't happening. Buying playing cards that requires that. Yeah, it's just gonna be hard to do. Yeah, okay, this is the one that I actually started chipping away at. The rerolls. Yeah, and this is just eventually I will discard enough. Okay, so rerolls I still need to chip away at. And it is still kind of buying vouchers. There's just a few specific vouchers that I need to buy to work on those, but... 850. I could do one more round. Do one more run. That's the back button. Oh, like I said, I eyeballed this on mobile, but I hadn't tried it on mobile. I don't know. I guess I could look up the whatchamacallit. How well it's doing on mobile. We'll go for the flush. Seems like a pretty good flush. Yeah, I think I am kind of asleep already. It's It's just because this gives you plus 50 chips right off the bat. And this gives plus 10 mold. I don't have 16 and I can't sell anything. So that'd be kind of nice. Oh, that's gonna add a bunch of tarot cards. I'm like, no, I don't need that. That's obnoxious. Just give it this because it's got the mold and... Yeah, we'll aim for straights. Okay, and that was just to use some reroll money. Or that was just to chip away at rerolls. Oh, so I guess I'm doing straights instead of flushes. This is... Hand contains the straight. I was kind of thinking of going for flushes, but... And then you give me 2 pairs. You give me a whole bunch of pairs. I'm like, I was aiming for a straight. I'm gonna get rid of all of the potential stuff for a worse hand. Yeah, naturally. Oh, I still didn't say anything about expectations. Except beyond that this year was going to be... I was hoping this year would be a lot better than it was, and then it was not. Hasn't been a bad year, but it was not what I expected. I guess if we're talking about expectations. Ooh, Twilight. Which that could be either the Twilight books or the concept of Twilight. In terms of the Twilight, or stories, I guess, because that's the books and the movies. Which I actually did read the books. I read the Twilight books. I definitely got into reading those like young adult novels. Although I remember I was miffed at the end of the books because they just had like a mind battle. And that was it. They were just like, here's what could potentially happen, and then they all talked it out. Just a little... Well, they didn't talk it out so much, it's just kind of... It was one of those like anime things, like my power level is higher than your power level, and they said, okay, we're not gonna fight. I guess this, just to buy something. But I've heard the movie, the final movie actually has a battle at the end. But I never watched it, or I think I watched everything except the final movie. It's one of those ones that I feel like should go back and watch it. I think I had my movie list. Oops. I was trying to make some lists. I was like, okay, here's the stuff that I've watched and read and done. And then actually try to categorize the stuff that I've done and the stuff that I want to do. Yeah, rewatching the Twilight movies would be kind of fun just to see how I feel about them. You know, however much time removed. This is face cards, straight. Straight with face cards. Ideally. Just play that, and then... Oh. You give enough off the mold that I don't even need to worry about playing the game hardly right now. Okay. Retrigger all played face cards. Sounds good. I tend to use all my money, so how about no on that? Okay, you're straights, but you also have a bunch of mold. I want to be playing face cards. I might still just do this because I have a bunch of mold. Oh, I guess I should say how I felt about the Twilight stuff. I did like the Twilight books. That was one of those things that I distinctly remember the part where she fell into a depression for 3 months, because the way they did it was, you know, said, oh, I didn't do anything for 3 months, and they had a page that was literally just like December, January, February, like it was just the word written out on the page, which I thought was kind of neat. +3 mult when any booster pack is skipped. That's what I've been doing. I've been exclusively skipping all the booster packs. Yeah, okay, that's multiply mult. I have this filled with jokers. I kind of want to get rid of that, but that mult on there is, the holographic on there is a little too nice. It'd be hard to do high card as like your main thing. This was face cards, this was retrigger all face cards. That's skipping booster packs, and that's straights. I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of the... Okay, let's just kind of seeing if I can make this any better. Yeah, okay, because this is doing face cards, and this is re-triggering all face cards. That's gonna be pretty huge. Ooh. Each played card with spade. Give some mold. Okay, so I want spade faces. This is essentially what you're telling me. Yeah, especially 0. Free is a cost I'm willing to pay. It's just this +10 mult there. It's too nice. I do need to be buying vouchers. It didn't change the reroll cost though, did it? 3 or fewer cards? Because I feel like that would let me... I mean, it has the mult, but this has... That was not a good play, but we're sticking with it. I'm ready for bed anyway. I need face cards. I need face cards, please. These are nowhere near face cards. There we go. Can I fish for a 3 of a kind, maybe? That would be ideal. It's just because this says 3 or fewer cards. It's like, like just playing a pair is gonna be... Sure, that gives +5 mult, and this re-triggers all face cards. And this has a spade. And then that. I don't know, maybe? Oh, okay, yeah. So if I just play a pair of face cards with spades, multiple cards held in hand are spades or clubs. But I just picked up this that's also good. You can go away. I thought I skipped booster packs. Didn't I not buy any booster packs last time? Okay, you're obviously up on the chopping block. And yeah, I haven't used any tarot. Give me a reroll just so I remember to do rerolls. Room. Yeah, we're not gonna add cards. Okay, it doesn't have a spade. Okay, so if it doesn't have a spade, how good is just playing a straight up pair of face cards? Not bad, pretty good. Wow, this is worthless. There's a face card, but also... I literally just need a couple of face cards. It seems. I'm at the point of like just a... Yeah, especially if this is a spade. Like... Okay, y'all are not face cards though, right? That is a spade. Oh, I was supposed to be... Yeah, that was if I play 3 or fewer cards. That's what I was aiming for. I haven't discovered this one, though. Ooh, okay, no, that also... Yeah, we're gonna get rid of you. You're a pain. Another one I haven't discovered, hell yeah. Okay, so now I'm doing face, face... oh, this changes. I forgot that this changes. So club. And then spades or clubs, and this spades and clubs count as the same thing. Maybe do this before these. Can I add stuff that's spades and clubs? Because that would be ideal. Oh, I don't need to add jokers. I need to add stuff that's spades and clubs. And now I'm not aiming for low amounts of cards. I don't feel like leveling up all that stuff. In this case, I do kind of want to discard some stuff. Ace, King, Queen, Jack 10. Get rid of these. I know these are spades. Yeah, but these are faces, and that's faces. Like, I think... Maybe just those for now. That's not great, but... I don't want to get rid of all those spades, though. Okay, again, if I do this... Okay, club, club, that. If I just do this, I don't think that's going to be huge, but... good enough. These don't count as faces, though, right? Yeah, okay. There we go. The faces of spades and clubs. Yeah, okay. And I can just get away with a pair there, too. Give me that. Congrats on the profit. Yeah, okay, that's a bunch of nothing, really. Actually, I have been aiming for doing the rerolls. If they start at 0, that sounds pretty good. 0 is a price I can pay. Give me a 10. I mean, I guess that works. That's something. If I just do the aces? Okay, I guess just the aces? Three of a kind with the aces? That's not huge. Yeah, I was gonna say. It's not huge unless it has the face cards. Only have one more discard left. This is not... I mean, it goes so well for so long, and then you just hit a wall where it's like, nope, you don't get to win anymore. It's done. And then, you know, maybe this. But this is still looking for clubs. Are there any of these that, like, tick over? Where it's like a score from one round adds to your score next round? I guess just give me a spectral... Oh, wait. I can re-roll for free, too. Give me the spectral pack just to see if I can get one of those ones I haven't gotten. Nope. Give me some copies of this. That'd be good. Oh, it starts at 0. Ooh. Not that it's just a free reroll, but that it starts at 0. Another not discovered Joker. Joker, Tarot, Planet, and Spectral cards may appear multiple times. Oh, I just want to buy it and then trash it. Just to discover it. I mean, I discovered it, right? This is polychrome, too. Oh no, it works so well with all of these. These are triggering the faces a bunch, and these are triggering these things a bunch. Buy it? I'm like, I just want to discover it. And not sell the smiley. Oh, that's true. +5 mult is not huge at this point. Yeah. Yeah, uncommon, 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 rare. Oh, uncommon. I don't have 6 money anymore. That only sells for 2. Then buy baseball? Yeah, I just realized that after the fact that, like... well, and I bought this one to discover it. I think I ruined the run there, but... Sell the blackboard? Dinosaur mult, if it's spades or clubs. Yeah, that I want to keep. ×3 mult for spades or clubs sounds pretty good. Oh, but this is specifically spades or clubs. ×3 mult, and this is 1.5 mult for each uncommon joker, of which I have 1, 2, if I get rid of that, 3. Baseball is an unconditional number. Okay, wait, each... So yeah, that would be the ×3 mult right there, which is the 2 uncommons. If I understand it correctly. Oh yeah, I didn't have the money for it. I guess we get rid of you then. To get the 2 more money. Because this was just supposed to be for discovery purposes anyway. I don't know if that was the greatest trade, but... I was gonna say, this is probably somebody that knows what they're doing, so I'm willing to listen, especially since I'm too tired to... Yeah. Both of those are almost a flush, but not a flush. Was I still looking for spades and clubs? Oh, this is still clubs? See, changes at the end of the round, and it's still looking for clubs. Yeah, it's like Ancient's still looking for clubs. Meaning, I don't really need these then. I'll keep that for flush purposes. I don't know if that's the greatest, but... Discard diamonds, play flush, and win? Well, I discarded the other one, and I'll play diamonds. Because that should be about the same. That was a bunch of nothing. Oh, hearts and diamonds count as the same suit. Oh, and you're looking for clubs. That's what I'm looking for. I can keep the hearts. I'm like, no. Discard the hearts. I mean, I don't care if I win. And that tends to be how I play every game, is I go for the achievements as opposed to the competition of actually winning. The spades. Play straight flush. I was like, it's play flush. I don't think it's a straight flush there. Oh yeah, these are all counting as clubs. Forgot about that. Oh, that's why I wanted to play the spades. Spades are counting as clubs. This is clubs. Yeah, okay. There we go. I was forgetting how the things were triggering. I guess at least I didn't lose it. But... Each face card held in hand has a chance to get money. Oh, held in hand. Don't buy anything. I need to do my rerolls for the Like, the goal is not to win. The goal is to simply get more achievement stuff. Yeah, I think I'm good. 17 bucks? It doesn't seem like a lot. I feel like I'm fairly far in. And I should be able to play a flush of diamonds. And that should be fine, right? Well, because I was like, a pair is going to be at 10 times 2, and this is a flush. I'm looking for diamonds, or I'm looking for hearts. Wait, so that means I could do that then, right? That would be slightly higher. Or I could do that. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, okay, play the other king too. It's because I leave it for a pair, but I suppose it's like, yeah, if I just play a flush, that seems to be good enough anyway, so... Level up a flush. That's what I'm aiming for, so... It's $2. I can spend $2 leveling up a flush. Oh no, that was the thing. I'm doing the reroll just to do the reroll. Played cards with heart. That one changes all the time though. By the boots. Oh, the uncommon. Yeah, okay. Wow. I'm glad other people have brain cells. So I can use them for my own nefarious, maybe actually winning the game, but... Yeah, I'm just looking at this as opposed to this, but that would make sense. Yeah, and I did a reroll. Oh, I don't need booster packs. I'll just play it, I suppose. I'm aiming for spades. And that's either, so I'm aiming just black. So I'm looking for a black flush, basically. And then I just click all the ones that are to the left. I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't that hard. I'm understanding how to do this now. Plus they're rolled for each. It's common, not uncommon though. Meh, I have the money to do stuff. Meh, we'll just do the reroll. Not feeling it. I'm looking for hearts. This sucks. A 1 in 7 cards get drawn face down. So we get rid of these and hope that sort by suit. And I'm looking for hearts. Okay, so this is telling me those are hearts. And this is telling me that at least this would have to be or heart club. I was like, this has to be a heart, right? Right of the 6 is a diamond. I was like, yeah, so the end ones would have to be. Spades have to be somewhere in here though, right? Or I guess they don't. But they could be somewhere here. Left of the ace is a spade. So does it, wait, does it sort it the same way every time? Okay, it sorts it the same way every time. So you're saying that it just sorts it ace, heart, club diamond. And I am looking for hearts. So this is... I have those 3. And then this is... So I want to discard those, at least. And because it's face down, then... Yeah, okay, spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds, okay. And then because I'm looking for hearts, I'll just get rid of those. And then I could go with the guaranteed. Those are all hearts. Even if this may or... well... yeah. Hearts, clubs, diamonds. Oh, meaning this could be a club in here. But that is a diamond. Yeah, that would make sense. It's in the middle of a sandwich there. So there is a potential that this is a club. I don't know if I sorted it. Or should it is sorted? Ah, whatever. Oh, there was no face cards, right? Okay, wait, so sort by suit. Okay, so it does continue to sort by suit. So spades, hearts. So this could be a spade or a heart. I guess we'll get rid of that one. There's some hearts. That ancient does a lot. Well, the ancient pings a lot. Okay, not uncommons. I don't really need that either. Spades. That's kind of a rolling thing. I think I'm good. We'll just do some rerolls just to ping the reroll. For each card sold. Could have dropped the low hearts for the face down diamonds in hopes they were face cards. Yeah, the cards that were face down were a little like, I'm not entirely sure what these are, so we're gonna go with the guarantees. Just because I don't know exactly how this, suit sorter, suit sorter, sorts the suits. There we go. She sells seashells by the seashell. Wow. Yeah, I'm too tired. It's because it's coming up at 9:30, and I was like, I want to go to bed by like 9. And then, oops, the game went too long. Okay, because I'm looking for clubs. I'm looking for black. It's either basic. I'm just looking for black, or I'm looking for red. Play a concerning amount at 8 times speed. I thought I had it sped up. Because I do tend to, like, watch YouTube videos all sped up and everything, too. Oh, 8 times speed as in mods. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, this is still just vanilla. I'm still pretty new. Ace 2, 3, 5, or 8? That's a... You're better than me. I assume pretty much everyone's better than me. Let's see. I think it kind of... You know, when I'm a kid, and it's like, oh, everybody line up by heights, and I'm like, I'll just go stand at the end. I'm the shortest. There's maybe one other person who's about as short as me, so. Drop boots for fib. And it's a 10 molt, and this is a... Each played gives plus 8 molt. That would make sense. Yeah, I know there's a thing about that Joker's triggering in a certain order, but I feel like there's I haven't run into that often. Wait, so if you play this a concerning amount, do you also have the mobile version now that that's out? I think I'm good. I don't have space. I don't. I'm too tired. I just want to go to bed. Hearts. I'm looking for hearts. I'm getting rid of the fib to the left of the Ancient Joker is... Okay. Yeah, I was like, it seemed like these were... or like this. I want to make sure that these are being counted before that. Okay, I'm looking for hearts, which means I'm looking for red. Meaning, starting on this side, discard all the blacks. There. Reds. Yay. Yeah, okay, this definitely sets up for like just I don't care. Let's do a few rerolls. Straight flush, create a random spectral. One in 4 chance to upgrade every. It's a 1 in 4 chance. I think I'm good. I'll just do a couple of rerolls just to use the money. And I'm looking for red. Like, play all the red cards. This does make it nice and easy to just like, okay, just play all the red cards. Play all the black cards. Ta-da! Oh, this is the playing cards can be purchased. I don't think I'm going to be able to use that, but I can attempt it. I'm seeing it. Because I do have some amount of money. Ooh, so if I reroll... Aha! That gets me towards the achievement. Did I go for another one? No, I'm good. I'm just gonna... Black. Play all the black cards. Oh, I'm like, I gotta discard. I'm like, no, there is enough black cards here. Just play. This does seem like a fairly winning setup here. We'll see if it gets that far or if I jinxed it because I said that. Playing cards. Playing cards. Hey, there we go. Yeah, we're just gonna keep playing. Diamonds. Play all the red cards. I don't have 5 red cards. I have 5 red cards. Actually, I'm like, that's a full house there. A flush house. There we go. I did it. I win. As much as I say, hey, I want to do a bunch of number go up kind of things, I will admit it does feel good when number go up. When all the flames trigger. Okay, yeah. I can see the fun. This game has so much polish on it. This thing was just polished within an inch of its life. Oh, and this I ditched the blackboard for other stuff. I don't think I really need this one, but I don't know if there's anything that are all held in hand abilities. Hey, there we go. Definitely purchasing those so I can hack away at that achievement. Nah. Spades. I need black. There we go, black cards. Oh, it's like a legitimate, not even an illegitimate one. Hey, playing cards. That's kind of tempting. I don't... Well, no, I could get 5 cards of whatever easily enough. I don't need to worry about that. If I were having trouble making straights and flushes. But I'm not having trouble making straights and flushes. I meant to re-roll. I don't know why I clicked that. Looking for black cards. Black. Thank you. Oh hey, I might actually win with the green deck finally. We'll see, I might have just jinxed it too. Here I was saying, oh, I'm not having a hard time making flushes. And that didn't score enough to instantly win. I was just watching somebody do a, can you one-shot everything in Borderlands? And they weren't able to, and now I'm kind of wondering, like, is there an achievement for winning every single round in a single play, no discards or anything? I was like, purchasing playing cards is easy. So give me, yeah, so give me another one. How many do I... No, we're not gonna check it. I'm not gonna check it. I could, but I'm not gonna check it. Black. I have enough black cards. Yeah, this is putting in a little bit of work with the re-triggering faces and stuff. I think everything else is putting in more work, but this is putting in a little bit of work. Okay, at this point, we're just gonna fish for... Naturally, now that I'm looking for... Hey, I want to... Oh, have I beaten this? Is this new? It seems new. Clubs. Yeah, I need one more black card. There we go. Clubs. That's all clubs, right? Oh, and they're face cards. Oh no. That seemed like a pretty good hand. That seemed like a pretty good round, and it did not reach a third of the way. Ruh-roh. Well, that's a real shame. Yep. This is the end, it's ending. Well, that's a real shame. Oh, I have to beat this to discover it, right? Or do I need to just play against it? Let's discard some stuff. I mean, if it contains a pair, that doesn't matter, right? Oh, this was feeling pretty good, but it was not good enough. Wait, so if I do that... It is just a flush. I jinxed it because I said, "Oh, hey, look, I'll finally beat the green deck." I jinxed it. I jinxed it. Ah, that sucks. What's the new Joker? This one. Oh yeah, 2. There's still one. Yeah, I was gonna say there's like one in the middle here that I hadn't seen. Yeah, there's one in the middle here that I hadn't seen. Another one I haven't seen. And these are some kind of ridiculous stuff. Yeah, only gold cards. Gold or gold. And then have a ton of cards in your deck. Four, 7 of clubs. Oh, so then how close was I to this now? Yeah, okay, so now I only need to re-roll 20 more times, so I'm a lot closer to unlocking that now. Still got a ways to go on that. And then I just haven't seen blanks. Oh, this one, yeah, buy a total of 50 planet cards. I could have sworn I bought 3 planet cards from the shop. I could have sworn I was sitting on that for a while, that I just needed to buy 3 planet cards. Yeah, okay, and I did make a dent in that one, if a small dent. Okay. But it is bedtime. It is past bedtime. And I've been tired the whole time anyway, so goodbye, good night, good luck. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun sleeping. I'll be back on Wednesday with some more game development, most likely. But I guess we'll see how I'm feeling. Might be more games. Might be Echoes of Wisdom or something, but I'm gonna try to do some development. So I'll be back Wednesday. Goodbye, good night. Have fun sleeping. Bye.